And with me now is Roman Waschuk, former Canadian ambassador to Ukraine. Roman, welcome. What do you make of the fact that the face-to-face between Zelenskyy and Putin still hasn't happened yet?
Well, if you were Putin, what would you rather be doing, talking to Zelenskyy or hanging out in Beijing with Chairman Xi and Prime Minister Modi? He is mobilizing his supporters and avoiding a conversation he doesn't really want.
And you are talking about the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit that is happening now. That's where Putin is. Do you think there is more that can be done to push for those talks?
Well, that would have to come largely from the U.S. You were mentioning the coalition of the willing, and I think Europeans are doing what they can, but with a U.S. that's kind of wobbly and AWOL, it's hard to do. No threatened sanctions have been imposed, except on India, ironically pushing it closer to Russia and China. So really, I would say it's a case of diplomatic malpractice out of Washington.
Interesting. Can you elaborate?
Well, I mean, President Trump and Steve Witkoff are both New York real estate tycoons, and they're approaching this war as if it's like my property line, your property line, my skyscraper, trade it for your shopping center. And in a case where for Russia, it's an imperial ideological war and a geopolitical war vis-a-vis NATO. For Ukraine, it's a war about national existence. New York real estate experience is not what you need to bring to the table. And in the meantime, they've fired or sidelined pretty much all of the experts.
What about the coalition of the willing? How influential do you think that will be in terms of pushing for peace?
I think it'll have to become more influential. There is still this residual hope that somehow the United States will come to its senses, but I think that isn't really happening. So all these allies, which includes Canada and the key Europeans, will have to take responsibility for actions themselves without the U.S. And that's something that in a way they've been trained out of doing for the last 50 years. So these are both logistically, militarily, and psychologically difficult decisions to take.
That is our time. We will have to leave it there. Thank you very much, though, for your expertise on this, Mr. Waschuk. Great chatting with you today.
Happy to be here.
That is Roman Waschuk, former Canadian ambassador to Ukraine.